right, Michael, you good? Okay. All right, Coach, you can start us off.
All right, so good road win, 40-6, ACC opponent. That's a really good outcome. Now, there's some stuff in there. We were a little bit sloppy. I thought that Jackson had 2 critical mistakes in the game. Got a little bit lax there and kind of playing down to the situation, which is something obviously we emphasize all the time, that just because the score is going one way, you still got to take care of the ball. And I thought the snap over our head early was obviously a big momentum play, or else it seemed like we were kind of headed towards an early blowout. So excited the way the guys played. Thought we played really good run defense against a good offense. That team's got good players and good back, good quarterback and receivers. So too many penalties, too many holdings on defense, critical ones. I mean, that 4th down stop, I think, 2 turnovers called back, I think, with penalties. So got a lot. It's good. This would have been another, 60-point win or something. Probably wouldn't have their attention. So it's good for us to have stuff to clean up. And again, they've done a great job here of winning a lot of games at home against a lot of ranked teams. So this was a big challenge for us. I thought our guys came motivated, good energy early on. We talked to them during the week about this. Last time they get to play these guys during the week, called over, and John Curry said we're not playing next year and bought out of the game. So I thought that was a good message for our players, that somebody willing to pay money not to play them. Says a lot of where our program is right now.
Questions?
You held them to 5 rushing yards in the first half. It was like 40-something total, about 4 or 5 sacks. Just how dominant was the defensive front? How much of a difference is that for your team this year as opposed to a year ago?
Completely different than any time we've been here. Obviously, that was, since the Georgia game, that was a priority. The lines, I thought that showed up today. Again, we're going to have better opponents, but we've not been like that. And I think that's a good offensive line. And I think they're going to do good things this year on offense. Our scouting reports were high on their players on offense and their offensive line. So I just thought our defensive line really in warm-ups, you could tell, like it was a big-time game for them. Just really challenged them not to give into the, atmosphere that obviously was kind of dead today, and play their game. I thought, by the way, our fans were great. So they stayed till the end. It was awesome. So we can have our road mentality at home.
It's your first road game. You guys had a little bit of adversity, but you ended up winning still by 34. What you learn about your team in a game like this?
Yeah, I think the way you said that is exactly right, and it's probably what we needed. Go on the road, have some adversity, and still, like you said, win by 34 points. It says a lot about them, that they're really talented. That's what it says. It says they're really talented, that we can play sloppy, get penalties, turnovers, and still win like that. It's a really talented roster. Now we got to not have the critical penalties on defense and the 2 turnovers, and really Jackson's penalty with the helmet, probably cost us 4 points. We still got to go for it on 4th and 1, but our analytics have been good on 4th and 1, obviously, with JJ.
Lane, following up on that penalty that Jackson got, did you ask for a review? What was the process through that? Because it looked like it was close to the score.
Yeah, I kind of thought there was potential targeting there, and then I called timeout so we could look at it longer, and then did not challenge it, just because the officials told me they'd looked at it and don't think there was anything there with it. So they probably made the right call.
Lane, a lot of times coaches will defer after winning the coin toss. You took the ball and you guys went right down the field. I mean, talk about the thinking behind that. Why'd you take the ball and why'd you want the ball first?
Yeah, I don't even know if we won the toss. So we just don't even discuss that, because our players know we don't defer. It's not really what our program's about. So I thought I heard coming out that they won and deferred, but whatever. We usually start with the ball all the time. I think that there's only been 2 times we didn't start with the ball since Golding's been here, because we reviewed that yesterday. So whatever that is, 12, 13, 16 games, we've started with the ball, 14 of them.
Talking about the
Because Golding wants to start on defense, and so we have that conversation every Friday, and he doesn't win.
talking about the defensive line, I saw part it off. Does it feel like a short-term, long-term thing with Jared, or is it?
Yeah, I really don't know. His body language seems short term, but I don't know.
Coach, talk about your quarterback tonight. What do you like about him, and what does he need to do to get ready for next week?
Yeah, I didn't like his interception. Didn't like his penalty. Those were critical plays, and I mean, I saw that coming on the interception too. He just got too casual in the moment that I can just make any throw and anything's going to go my way. And it's college football, you know, like it's an ACC team. You can't do that. Actually said it to his helmet right after the play was over. I could see that coming. So obviously I got to remind him better, you know, not to get lax like that.
And Coach, how important was it to go ahead and come out on the first drive, score a touchdown, and then you also stopped Wake Forest on their possession? How important was that?
I thought the beginning game was huge. I get really nervous when we go on the road in a dead environment like this, you know, that if you don't start early, they get some momentum, and, you know, our guys are kind of going through the motions. So that did not seem to be the case. We started fast on defense and offense, so I was really pleased with that. And really, I think that fumbled snap really kind of screwed that momentum up, that maybe the game would have got lopsided quicker.
Going back to your defense, not giving up a touchdown in the first 3 games. Talk about your ability to stop teams in the red zone specifically.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds really good. So 3 games without a touchdown and at Ole Miss. So we've come a long ways over there. A lot of credit to the defensive staff and our collective. So, but we have played really good red zone defense. We've kind of bended in the middle some, and then really rose to the occasion there.
When Jackson kind of puts his head down there, I guess it was the 4th quarter, the 13-yard run, does that sort of define his toughness? And then how much do you like or kind of get nervous in situations like that when the game's already at hand?
Yeah, I didn't really want to run him, but it was just they were dropping so deep in the 3-man rush, you know, that there really wasn't anywhere to throw it. So we went to the quarterback draw there, and that's just who he is. So it's hard to get him out of it, and I was okay with that. The game, I don't know what the score was, but it felt like it was still a game at that point. So that was big.
Anything else for Coach? All right, Greg. What players in next?
All right, guys. Thanks.